Hello everybody, today is the 7th of January and as always we're gonna tell the pen story. This pen story has changed a lot of people's life and it shed light into what something happened to our life and how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So are you ready? Let's get started. What is this? It's a pen. What do we use the pen for? To write. Now there's a dog inside the room. I'm gonna read this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sniff, lick, or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct, the dog or the human? The answer is both are correct. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, while for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is correct in the dog world and the human is also correct in the human world. So that is our first lesson, both are correct. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me, so I'm going to put this thing on the table. And then both the dog and I will walk out of the room. So inside the room, there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or a chewing toy. It becomes almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom comes known as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life, just like you see Michael Roche apply the emptiness into his business and was able to build a business with revenue of $250 million a year. He's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Besides the magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this thing is currently on the table, and when there is no human, no dog, it is almost nothing. But as soon as I go back into the room, I look at this becomes a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog looks at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time, and we both look at this at the very same time, what does this thing become? Oh, it becomes two things. A pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing when there is no human, no dog, or to be exact, nothing to interact with. It comes back to true self and we call it the emptiness. However, it also has the potential to become anything, anyone, depending on who or what is looking at this at the very moment. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now, I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is a pen itself, then the dog or anything in this entire universe, we have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind, and everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So now I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to wish this one become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are seeds inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls as karma. When we see something, the seed inside my mind pop up, open up and cover this thing and make me see it for what had been planted earlier into my mind, which is a pen. But who planted the seed into my mind then? Only I can plant the seed into my mind, and only you can plant the seed into your mind. How can we do it? By three ways: by our word, by our actions, by our thought, especially when we try to help other people. So for instance, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I give this palm will open up and both me and my friend will see it. And it slowly will mark in my mind. A couple days later, when they see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen has already been planted into my mind. And now it pop up, open up, and cover this thing and make me see it for what had been planted earlier into my mind, which is a pen. And this is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over to 4 different lessons. The fourth lesson is how to create or manifest our dream life by first knowing what we want to do with our life, and then second, we start planting those seeds using our word, our action, our thoughts. So if you want to have a happiness, you have to plant the seed using our word, our action, our thought, helping other people to be happier. If you want to have prosperity, then you use your word, your action, your thought, helping other people to get a ritual. And just like that, whatever that you want to do, you have to use your word, your action, your thought, helping other people to get that, and then the seed will be planted into my mind, and then you're gonna harvest it someday. So the lesson, the very wonderful lesson that we learned is that your word, your action, your thought is actually what create or manifest your life in the future. So be very careful and mindful of your word, your action, your thought, especially toward other people and toward yourself. And the third lesson is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we will be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. We don't blame anyone, because in the end, the one that actually have the most in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind using our word, our action, and our thoughts. And the second lesson is, along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential of everything or everyone surround you, and trust the potential of whatever happened to you. So with that, we learn to cherish the very moment that we are living right now, because that moment is the only true moment. Because after that, everything changed, including yourself. Another thing is that that very moment is a magical moment, because anything can happen as long as we believe in the magical moment, in the magical meaning of the emptiness. And the first lesson is how to have a most wonderful and happiness relationship is to know that both are corrupt. So we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. And with that, we learn the true meaning of happiness, of giving happiness to yourself and other people in a relationship. Because in the end, in any type of relationship, people long for to be listened to be respected, and to be understood. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is the lesson. So I saw Lu starting posting his pen story early in the day, and I'm actually getting very happy about it, because I think that is a very good habit. And it's also good is also like whatever that Ellen doing, whether he posts early in the morning or late at night, is also an encouragement for me to making sure that I will get that done for the day. And that is also something to remind me that I'm very blessed to have such a wonderful buddy who is very disciplined, who is very kind, and who keep going into his direction. And that motivation, seeing him persistently going through his direction, is something that motivates me to also go into our direction. And that is something that I feel very blessed to every day to see that, and feel very blessed to be able to get that. And I just want to send a special thanks to Lu for doing that. And I do hope that by us persistently doing this not every morning, but then almost every morning, every day, each of us gonna harvest or craft the understanding of the lesson in the page story in different way, and would be able to apply that into our life so that we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. And thank you everyone for listening to me today. Thank you Allah for accompanying me in the 3000 day journey. And if by me sharing with you the page story or my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my dearest family, to my friends, to my co-workers, to my clients, or to any living things in this world or any other world with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye everyone.